There we want to look at long division, particularly for those of us that are teaching those kids, maybe the early learners as they are called. I'm going to take it step by step so that you understand, and even the child that is watching the video would understand. In case you have not followed us yet, or perhaps this is the first time of you seeing our video, please do well to click the follow button so that you not miss out on subsequent videos that we shall post. Here we are. For long division, the first question, number 1, 37 divided by 2. This 37 here is the dividend. So when we draw a symbol for long division, this 37 will go inside the house, while 2, the divisor, will stay outside. So let's start. We are given for number 1, 37 divided by 2. So we simply draw what looks like, a little house. This is also called the box method. 37 will come inside, and then the divisor, which is 2, stays outside. So we start our work. 3 is the tens digit, okay? So we ask ourselves, 2 goes into 3. It's the same thing as saying, how many times can I bring out 2 items if I'm given 3 items? How many times can I count out 2 from 3? You realize it's going to be ones. Or you can ask yourself, 2 multiplied by what will give you 3, or a number closest to 3. It must not be greater than 3. So you realize it's going to be 1. So 2 goes into 3 just once. We fix it up there. 1 times 2, that is 2. Please remember we had used the tens digit here, 3. So this 2 is simply 2 tens, which is the same thing as 20. Okay? So we can put a 0 here and have it 20, or we can just leave that blank. But know that the result 2 here is simply 2 tens, which is 20. At this stage, what we do is subtraction. Okay? We subtract. 7 minus 0, the result will still be 7. 3 minus 2, the result will be 1. We repeat the process of division. Here our tens digit is 1. The units digit is what? 7. So 2 goes into 1. Definitely there is no way you can bring out 2 from 1. In that case, we are going to consider the 2 digits. The moment the first or tens digit, okay, is less than the divisor, or the number you're using to divide, you consider the 2 digits all at once. So we are going to consider 17. 2 goes into 17. It's the same thing as saying 2 multiplied by what will give you 17, or a number that is closest to 17. It must not be greater than 17. So you realize that 2 times 8, and that is 16. That means I can bring out a group of 2 items from 17. Okay? I can bring out a group of 2 items from 17 in 8 places, okay? Or 8 times, if you want to put it that way. So 2 goes into 17, 8. 8 times 2, 16. Then we subtract again. Every time you get your final result, place them under, you subtract, okay? You can put the subtraction sign if that will help you. All right, 7 minus 6 is 1, okay? Here the dividend, the number we need to divide next, is less than the divisor. So what do we do? 2 goes into 1. That's not possible. There's no way you can bring out 2 whole numbers from 1. So what we do is to come up here, fix a decimal point, and come back to what we had as 1 and add 0. That makes it 10. So 2 goes into 10. 2 times what will give you 10, or a number closest to 10. That's 5, okay? If you remember your multiplication tables. 5 times 2, 10. Okay, so at this stage we subtract. 10 minus 10 definitely will be 0. What does that tell us? That 37 divided by, we can fix the result up. 37 divided by 2 equals 18.5. That's all. Okay, so we are going to take the next one. So do well to take note of the solution here. We are going to take the next one. Let's go for the second one. The second one we are having is 17 divided by 3. So the dividend in this case is 17. The divisor is 3. We do the same thing. So for number 2, I'll draw my symbol. I put 17 inside, and then 3 will be outside, okay? Let me move this so that it will not confuse us. That's for number 2. Okay. The first digit here, or the tens digit here, is 1. It's less than 3. So there's no way you can bring out 3 whole numbers from just 1 whole. So we're going to consider the 2 digits at once. So 3 goes into 17. Or 3 times 1 will give you 17, or a number closest to 17. There's need to know your multiplication tables. 3 times 5 will give you 15. Okay, 3 times 6 is 18, and that is greater than this. So we are using 5. That means 3 goes into 17 5 times. 5 times 3, 15. You put it here, and then you subtract. 7 minus 5, that will give you 2. okay? And then we repeat the process. 3 goes into 2. Definitely you cannot. So what do? We come up here, fix a decimal point, and then come to 2, add 0, it becomes 20. Now 3 goes into 20. 3 times 4 will give us 20, or a number closest to 20. That will be 3 times 6, because 3 times 6 is 18. Okay? 3 times 7 is 21. That's greater than this. So we are using 6. That means 3 goes into 20 6 times. 6 times 3, 18. We minus this. 0 minus 8 cannot. We take out 1 from here. Add it, makes it 10. 10 minus 8, that's 2. We have a repeated process. 3 goes into 2 again, it cannot. Remember, we had fixed the decimal point once. You cannot do it twice. All you need to do is to continue to add 0 and repeat the division process rather. So 3 goes into 20, it's 6 again. 6 times 3, 18. You put 18 under, subtract. So you see, we are going to have a case of recurring decimal, where the fractional part, the number 6 in particular, keeps repeating itself. So you can do this for as long as you want to do. But having gotten up to 2 decimal places, we can stop there, okay? Know that the next one, if we should do it again, we are going to have another 6. So that will be 5.666, okay? Okay. So we can stop work here and rather say that our result, 17 divided by 2, will be 5. I like us to say 5.7. In other words, we express the result to 1 decimal place. That's all. Feel free to share your concerns, drop your comments in the comment sections. And like I said, in case you've not followed us yet, do well to follow us, tag, share, invite people you know will benefit from our videos. Thank you.